The Backrooms. You've been here before. Level 172, the Industrial Region. Survival difficulty, Class 3. Unsafe, unsecure, low entity count. Level 172 is the 173rd level of the Backrooms that takes the form of a light industrial region on the outskirts of a city. Image caption: picture of the streetcar found on level 172 during the day. Description: Level 172 resembles a modern industrial/office area built during the early 2000s, containing many assembly halls, storage spaces, and the occasional office building. The humidity of this level is high, with temperatures lingering around 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. There is also a day and night cycle, which can catch wanderers by surprise and cause harm if ill prepared. This level can be divided into 3 categories: assembly halls and warehouses, which relate in function, offices, and streets. Assembly halls and warehouses. Assembly halls and warehouses are 2 of the most common forms of building on level 172. They usually appear in formations next to each other and contain both main and side doors as entrances. Electricity inside functions, though not in all cases, but equipment/objects found inside these rooms may occasionally be found lying around. Storage warehouses are often packed with useful supplies, and even edible food. Forklifts are another useful thing that can be found in warehouses, and sometimes in assembly halls as well. These can be operated as a means to quicker transport and to carry heavy loads of supplies/materials. Note, it is best to avoid assembly halls and storages if the lights inside are either off or are flickering. Office buildings. Office buildings are rare buildings on level 172. They are smaller in scale than assembly halls and warehouses. Unlike them, a majority of offices have many windows, most of which are darkened. Wanderers are advised to be cautious and to keep a distance from the windows, as many office buildings are infested with Entity 2, Windows. While in these buildings, one can find working computers in the offices and water coolers with almond water placed around the hallways. Streets. Streets are outdoor areas on level 172 between assembly halls, supply storage rooms, and office buildings. Streets mostly consist of asphalt roads, varying in size, including sidewalks, street lamps, and, sometimes, streetcar/tram tracks along the road. Traffic on roads is not high, but wanderers may encounter passing buses, trolley buses, trucks with covered/open holes, or streetcars. Usual count is around 1 or 2 per hour. Vehicles do not have drivers and seem to move on their own. Note: wanderers are advised not to cross the streets if moving vehicles are in close range. Vehicles are fast-moving and will not stop for pedestrians. Getting hit by a moving vehicle may result in serious injury or even death. Points of interest on the streets. Parking lots. They may contain parked cars. These cars are inoperable, but they can provide shelter during the night and might hold some important supplies as well. Bus stops. Bus/streetcar stops can sometimes be found along the side of the road. There is a chance that after waiting at one of these for some time, buses or streetcars may appear and stop. It is possible to board them and to be taken to a different level. Sometimes it takes over 24 hours for vehicles to appear and stop, as most passing vehicles just ignore the stops. Stationary buses. Buses, sometimes even streetcars, can be found on the sides of the road or waiting directly at the bus stop. These won't move on their own, but sometimes can be operated manually, offering shelter for the night and fast transport across the level. Events. The day. The day is usually active. It is considered to be the default state of this level. During the day, it is safe to roam the streets of this level with minimal threat of attack from entities. The duration of the day is inconsistent, but it was measured to be between 20 to 42 hours. The Black Dawn. Image caption. Picture taken during the Black Dawn. The Black Dawn, named by wanderers in this level, is a short period of time during which the light in this level starts to rapidly fade. It is an event that precedes the night. During this event, wanderers should find shelter immediately in any building or even in vehicles in the streets. The Black Dawn can last from 2 to 15 minutes. The Night. Image caption. Last picture taken just moments before the night event started its effect. The night is the event during which the ambient light level drastically descends to near pitch black. It is extremely dangerous to roam outside during the night. Going out into the darkness causes elevated stress, disorientation, and sometimes hallucinations, luring the victim further from safety. Victims may experience sudden, sharp lacerations on their bodies from an unknown source. The lacerations increase in force the longer victims remain in the darkness. Exposure for more than a few minutes will lead to the victim either being fatally slashed or bleeding to death. The duration of the night varies, but it has been measured to last between 1 to 16 hours. Entities. Smilers, hounds, and skin stealers are occasionally found in the assembly halls and supply storage rooms. They tend to be greater in number if the building's lights are off. Death rats can also be found in high numbers. Their behavior depends on if the lights are working or not. With lights off, they can be aggressive. Male death moths are sometimes in the crates inside of the storage warehouses in high numbers. Windows can be often seen in the office buildings, with rare reports of smilers as well. Streets are usually devoid of entities, with the exception of a short time after the night ends. In this time period, reports of some hounds and skin stealers have been seen. Bases, outposts, and communities. Tramvajachi. Tramvajachi, also known as the Streetcar Group, are a mobile group on level 172, using modified streetcars as their base. They're known to ride through and map the level while helping other wanderers by providing supplies and shelter for the night. They can also direct other wanderers to known exits on the level. The group consists of 6 members. They're willing to trade with other groups. Members of the group can communicate in multiple languages, such as English, German, Russian, Polish, and Czech. Through their mapping of the level, the group has knowledge of multiple exit locations, bus/streetcar stops with highest activity, and storages with useful goods inside. Entrances and exits. Entrances. On level 11, the Endless City, wanderers can sometimes find a streetcar that resembles the tram system of the Canadian city of Toronto. If wanderers board the streetcar and fall unconscious while riding it, the streetcar will be stationary at a random stop on level 172. Exits. Taking a bus from any bus stop will lead you back to level 11. It is theorized that it can take you to other levels as well. Waiting in the streetcar that carried you here, or taking another streetcar, will usually lead you back to level 11. But it might also take you to level 903, the metro. Entrance doors, higher chance when using side doors, to any assembly hall or storage may sometimes lead you to level 20, warehouse, level 56, frostbite, or, rarely, even level 522, the Backrooms robotics headquarters. Somehow, boarding a moving truck can get you to level 22, ruins left behind. No clipping into the ceiling in some office buildings can lead to level 171, a grand illusion. It is theorized that no clipping through closed office doors in some office buildings may lead to level 4, abandoned office.